When God decides to speak, He does not send a whisper into the air. He moves through the people around you, orchestrating moments that seem ordinary but are filled with divine intention. And today, God is declaring something unusual, something urgent, something that carries the weight of destiny. Someone close to you will be asked to call you because I want to speak to you. This is not a random thought. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine announcement from the heavens, a sign that God is preparing a message that will redirect your life, shift your spirit, and open a door you didn't even know was locked. There are moments when God chooses silence so you can learn to stand. But then there are moments when God says, now I speak, now I intervene, now I open the pathway that has been hidden. You are stepping into that moment. Right now, God is aligning someone close enough to understand your heart, someone familiar enough to reach you without resistance, to deliver a call that carries His voice behind their words. Do not underestimate this. When God selects someone to speak through, the natural becomes supernatural, the ordinary becomes prophetic, and the familiar becomes a vessel of divine revelation. Many of you have been praying, God, give me a sign. God, show me what to do next. God, I feel lost. Speak to me. And heaven has heard every whisper. You thought the silence meant God forgot you. You thought the delay meant God denied you. But today, the silence is breaking. The delay is ending. God is preparing a mouthpiece, and that mouthpiece is closer to you than you think. This is how God moves, quietly, subtly, through the ones we least expect, so that when the message arrives, it pierces deeply because it comes wrapped in familiarity. God never allows a divine message to arrive at the wrong time. He sends it when your spirit is ready, when your strength is low enough to receive, when your pride is soft enough to listen, when your heart is open enough to change. You see, God speaks when the soil of your soul is finally ready to produce what He has been planting. And for a long time, God has been planting. He has been sowing strength into you in the nights you cried. He has been planting wisdom in the hours you felt abandoned. He has been planting direction during the seasons of confusion. And now, God says, it is time for the seed to speak. It is time for the message to be delivered. The call that is coming is not just a conversation. It is a divine interruption. God is stepping into your routine because He refuses to let you stay in the place where you are. He sees the trap forming around you. He sees the decisions weighing on your heart. He sees the spiritual battle tightening around your mind. That is why God is sending someone to reach you. Not because you are weak, but because you are chosen. Not because you are abandoned, but because you are important. When God chooses to speak directly, it means your next step is too critical to leave to chance. Some of you feel disconnected from your purpose. You feel like nothing around you is moving. Nothing in your life is shifting. You feel stuck between where you were and where you believe you should be. But hear this clearly. God is sending a call because He is about to reposition you. He is not sending a message to entertain you. He is sending a message to redirect your path. The call is coming to break confusion, to bring clarity, to pull you out of the fog that has been surrounding your spirit. God is saying, someone close to you will be instructed to speak to you because my voice will ride on their words. When God speaks like this, it means the moment is too important to leave to your feelings. He will not wait for you to calm down. He will not wait for your emotions to settle. He will not wait for your courage to grow. No, God is stepping in now through someone who might not even understand why they feel the urge to call you. They might think of you suddenly, unexpectedly, overwhelmingly, and they won't know that God is behind it. But you will. Whenever God is preparing to elevate someone, He sends a message before the elevation. Whenever God is preparing to protect someone, He sends a warning before the danger arrives. Whenever God is preparing to turn a page in someone's life, He sends a voice to announce that the chapter is ending. And that voice is approaching you. It may come to a friend, a sibling, a relative, someone who has walked beside you quietly, but behind their call, behind their concern, behind their sudden interest, stands the voice of God Himself. This is why you must stay spiritually alert. God does not always shout. Sometimes His voice rides on the simple ring of a phone, the unexpected presence of someone who calls just at the right moment. You will think it's them speaking to you, but in reality, it is God touching your life through their obedience. God uses people, flawed, ordinary, imperfect people, to deliver extraordinary messages, because God wants you to recognize that He is closer than you imagine, more involved than you realize, and more intentional than you give Him credit for. Someone in your life is about to feel a spiritual pull they cannot explain. They will feel drawn to you, compelled to reach out, pressed by something invisible yet undeniable. That is God placing His hand upon their heart. That is God turning their thoughts towards you. That is God arranging divine timing. God is saying, I will send my message through someone you trust, so your spirit knows it is me. God knows exactly what your heart responds to. He knows the voices you listen to. He knows the ones you will ignore and the ones you will consider. That is why He is choosing someone close to you, because the message must not be missed. You see, when God speaks directly into your spirit, you often doubt yourself. You question your intuition. You wonder, is this really God or just my own thoughts? But when someone close to you calls, someone normally wouldn't speak such words. Someone who feels moved to tell you something that aligns perfectly with what your soul has been wrestling with, then you know. You know that God is speaking. You know that God is intervening. You know that your season is shifting. And God is not sending this message to comfort you alone. He is sending it to awaken you, because some of you have been sleeping spiritually, walking through life with heavy shoulders, carrying burdens that were never meant for you. You have been trying to figure out everything on your own, trying to solve battles that require divine strategy, trying to move forward while dragging the weight of yesterday. But God is stepping in through someone's voice to shake you, lift you, realign you, and remind you that the path you walk is not by accident. You are not wandering, you are being led. There's a reason you have felt that strange tension in your spirit recently, as if something is about to shift. That is not anxiety, it is divine preparation. God has been stirring something inside you, because He knows your spirit must be awake when the message comes. He has been pulling you away from certain people, removing distractio, cutting off noise, isolating you, not to abandon you, but to prepare you. God never sends a message into a chaotic environment. He clears the space first. And some of the discomfort you've been feeling has been God clearing the atmosphere of your life, creating a space where His voice can land clearly. There are moments when God speaks through signs. There are moments when God speaks through doors closing. There are moments when God speaks through inner conviction. But then there are moments like this. Moments when God says, I will speak through someone close to you, so my message will not be mistaken, ignored, or misunderstood. This moment is sacred. This moment is divine. It is rare when God moves like this, but when He does, it is because something in your destiny must shift quickly. Some of you have been battling confusion about who belongs in your life and who does not. God sees that confusion, and He is sending a voice to clear it. Someone will speak truth into your life, truth that feels like fresh air after suffocating for too long, truth that exposes the hidden intentions of others, truth that awakens discernment inside you. God is not sending this message to make you comfortable. He is sending it to make you aware, because awareness is protection. And when God decides to protect you, He uses clarity as a shield. There are decisions you are standing in front of, decisions heavy enough to alter the rest of your life. And you have been asking God for direction. You've been saying, God, show me what to choose. God, guide me. God, don't let me walk into something that isn't meant for me. And heaven has heard you. That is why God is sending someone with a message that will confirm what your spirit already knows but has been afraid to accept. You will not need to force clarity. You will not need to guess. The message will come. And when it comes, it will fit perfectly into your spirit, like a missing puzzle piece finally being placed. You will recognize it immediately, not because of the words themselves, but because of the weight behind them. God's voice carries a spiritual weight. When He sends a message, it disrupts your thinking, shakes your spirit, and forces alignment between your emotions and your destiny. The words that are coming to you will not be ordinary words. They will carry the authority of heaven, the certainty of God's plan, and deep strength. You need to finally step into the next chapter of your life. And listen carefully. The person God will use may not even be aware they are being used. They may call you casually thinking it's just a normal conversation. But you will feel something shift the moment you hear their voice. You will feel an unusual calm, or an unusual stirring, or an unusual clarity. That is how God marks His message. He marks it with spiritual resonance. The message will touch the deepest parts of your soul in a way human words alone never could, because it is not their message, it is God's message carried through their voice. God can use anyone to reach you. He can use someone who doesn't look spiritual, someone who doesn't even realize the power behind what they are saying, someone who simply feels the urge to check on you. But behind that urge stands the hand of God. Behind that concern stands the intention of God. Behind that moment stands the orchestration of heaven. This is what makes God's way so extraordinary. He takes the simple and fills it with the divine. He takes the ordinary and transforms it into a moment of destiny. He takes a familiar voice to deliver an unfamiliar revelatio. So when the call comes, do not dismiss it, do not overlook it, do not treat it as casual, because God is saying, I have chosen this voice to reach you. I have chosen this moment to awaken you. I have chosen this conversation to shift you. Some of you have been on the edge of breakthrough but didn't know how close you were. God does. And that is why He is sending a message now, because your spirit cannot afford to miss what is coming next. God is preparing you for an opportunity, a shift, a blessing, a breakthrough that requires your full obedience and full awareness. This message will prepare your heart for that movement. It will align you with what God has already written for your life. But understand this, God only sends messages like this to those who matter deeply to Him. He only sends messages like this to those who carry spiritual significance. He only sends messages like this to those who are chosen. If God is sending a voice into your life, it is because the next chapter of your journey carries weight in the spiritual realm. You are not just living, you are being positioned. You are not just moving, you are being guided. You are not just surviving, you are being transformed. This is why the enemy fought you so hard recently. This is why you felt so drained, so discouraged, so disconnected, because the enemy sensed what God was preparing before you sensed it. The enemy saw movement in the spiritual realm before you could see it. And so he tried to distract you, confuse you, weaken you, isolate you, but he failed. Because God is stepping in now, God is speaking now, God is sending a voice now, and once God decides to speak, No enemy can silence his message. No confusion can block it. No fear can distort it. No doubt can bury it. What God sends to you will reach you. What God declares over you will manifest. What God reveals to you cannot be stopped. There is a spiritual timing to everything God does. Nothing He allows into your life arrives late, and nothing He sends arrives early. God's timing is precise, intentional, and aligned with what your spirit is ready to receive. The message that is coming to you will arrive at the exact moment God has chosen. At the moment when your heart is open enough to hear it, at the moment when your spirit is humbled enough to accept it, at the moment when your faith is thirsty enough to absorb it. This is divine timing in motion. You may even notice unusual signs before the message comes. A sudden quietness in your spirit, a subtle shift in your mood, a strange feeling that something is about to happen. These are not coincidences, they are spiritual signals. God often prepares the heart before He sends the voice. And right now, God is adjusting your spirit, softening the areas that hardened through pain, healing the places that were bruised by disappointment, restoring the parts of you that were drained by waiting. God wants His message to land on a healed heart, not a wounded one, on a receptive mind, not a confused one. Someone close to you will feel a sudden, overwhelming thought of you. They may be going about their day normally when a prompting hits them, a pull so strong they cannot ignore it. They may not know why, they may not understand the urgency, they may not even be spiritual themselves. But they will feel something inside them say, call them, reach out to them, speak to them. That inner pull is not human, it is divine. It is God touching their spirit just enough to direct them towards you. And when they speak, listen beyond their voice. Listen beyond their personality. Listen beyond their tone. Listen with your spirit, because it is not the person who will be speaking. It is God using their voice as a vessel. The words may be simple, but the impact will be deep. The message may sound ordinary, but it will carry divine weight. God often hides profound truth inside simple sentences. That is why the message will strike your soul in a way words never have before. This call will not be random. God never wastes movement. If He is sending someone to speak to you, it is because something in your life requires divine intervention right now. Maybe you are on the verge of making a decision that would take you off your destined path. Maybe you are surrounded by people who do not carry the intention God has for you. Maybe you are doubting yourself more than ever. Maybe you are standing at the edge of something big but cannot see it clearly. Whatever the case, God is stepping in. He is breaking the barrier between heaven and your situation and saying, I will guide why. Through this moment, some of you have been feeling spiritually dry. You pray, but the words feel empty. You hope, but your spirit feels tired. You move, but your steps feel heavy. This dryness is not a sign of abandonment. It is a sign of transformation. God often allows the Spirit to dry before He pours fresh revelation. The dryness creates hunger. Hunger creates openness. Openness prepares the soul for divine instruction. The call that is coming is part of that spiritual refreshing. It will awaken something inside you that has been dormant for too long. You may even find yourself remembering old dreams, old visions, old goals you abandoned because life felt too heavy. God is restirring them because the message coming to you will breathe life back into what you thought was dead. God is not finished with your story. He is not done writing the chapters of your purpose. There is a destiny waiting for you that requires your full awareness, and that awareness begins the moment you receive the message God is sending. There is a person around you, one you may not have paid attention to, who has been observing your struggle quietly. They have noticed the shift in your energy. They've sensed the heaviness around you. They may not know the details, but they feel the weight of your journey. That is the person God is preparing to speak through. God chooses the one whose heart is sensitive enough to feel your pain even without explanation. A heart like that is a perfect vessel for divine instruction. And the message they deliver will not only speak to your situation, it will speak to your future. It will carry answers to questions you have been too overwhelmed to ask. It will carry direction for steps you have been too afraid to take. It will carry a warning about paths that are not meant for you. It will carry confirmation about choices that align with your destiny. God uses voices to carve pathways, and the voice that is coming will carve a new direction for your life. When the call comes, do not react casually. Do not brush it off. Do not allow distractions to interfere. Give your full attention. Give your full presence. Give your full heart. This is not entertainment. This is divine communication. It is rare for God to send a message so directly. It means you are entering a season where clarity is not optional. It is necessary. Confusion cannot follow you into your next chapter. Doubt cannot follow you. Fear cannot follow you. That is why God is intervening now. He's removing the fog from your life so you can walk forward with confidence, certainty, and spiritual strength. And hear this clearly, God will not tell the person everything. They will not deliver the full picture. They will deliver the spark. They will deliver the key. They will deliver the confirmation. After that, God will speak directly to your spirit and expand the message. That is how God works. He uses the voice of another to open the door. Then He fills the room Himself. This message is more important than you realize. It is not coming to entertain you. It is not coming to comfort you only. It is coming to reposition you spiritually. It is coming to sharpen your discernment. It is coming to reveal the motives of those around you. It is coming to guide you toward decisions that align with God's design for your future. When the message comes, your spirit will shift. You will feel something lift off you. You will feel something inside you awaken. You will feel clarity return to your soul. There are seasons in your life when God allows you to walk through darkness so you can learn the sound of His voice. And then there are seasons like the one you are entering now. Seasons where God refuses to let you walk alone, refuses to let you make the wrong turn, refuses to let you settle for less than what He has written for your destiny. The message that is coming to you is a sign that God is actively involved in your steps. He is not a distant observer. He is the one aligning conversations, thoughts, and moments so that His guidance reaches you without delay. Some of you have been struggling silently, carrying pain you never speak about. You present strength, but your soul has been trembling. You move forward, but your heart has been heavy. You keep smiling, but deep inside you've been saying, God, I need help. I need direction. I need a sign that you are still with me. God heard that prayer. God saw that weight. And the message coming through someone close to you is His response, I am here. I am guiding you. You are not invisible to me. There is a precise reason God is choosing someone close to you. When God speaks through a stranger, you may doubt it. When God speaks through a sign, you may question it. But when God speaks through someone familiar, someone whose voice you know, whose intentions are genuine, whose presence carries comfort, your heart receives the message more deeply. God knows your nature. God knows how your spirit processes truth. That is why the message will come through someone you already trust. And do not underestimate the power of this. God selects the vessel carefully. Not everyone around you is worthy of carrying a divine message. Not everyone around you can handle the weight of your destiny. Not everyone around you has the spiritual sensitivity to hear God's prompting. The person God chooses is someone whose heart is soft enough to feel your pain, but strong enough to speak the truth you need. Someone who will not filter the message. Someone who will not dilute it. Someone who will deliver it as God places it on their spirit. This message will expose the spiritual atmosphere around you. Some of you have been unaware of the intentions of those near you. You have been walking with people whose hearts do not align with your destiny. And because your spirit is gentle, you have given loyalty where God never required it. But the message that is coming will open your eyes. It will reveal who truly stands with you and who stands near you only because they benefit from your presence. God is sending clarity because the elevation you are stepping into requires purity. Purity of relationships, purity of motives, purity of intention. There are opportunities forming around you that require a sharpened spirit. There are decisions lying ahead that will require strong discernment. You cannot walk into what God has prepared with clouded vision. You cannot step into your next chapter surrounded by the wrong voices. That is why God is intervening now. That is why the call is coming. God is pruning your life gently, silently, precisely, removing noise and revealing truth so that nothing distracts you from your divine direction. And listen carefully, the person delivering the message will not even fully understand the depth of what they are saying. They may speak casually. They may speak without pressure. They may speak without knowing the spiritual impact their words will carry. But you will feel it. You will feel the shift. You will feel the authority behind their words because God will be breathing through the conversation. God will be guiding the dialogue. God will be orchestrating every sentence, every pause, every moment. Some of you have been fighting battles silently in your mind. Battles against fear, doubt, confusion, frustration. God sees this internal warfare. And because He sees it, He is sending reinforcement through a voice you trust. The message will break the mental storm. It will calm the waves inside you. It will replace chaos with clarity. It will restore strength where you felt empty. God is not sending noise. He is sending divine strategy, wisdom, and guidance. The call that is coming will do something else. It will confirm what your spirit has already been sensing. You are not lost. You are not confused. You are not moving blindly. God has been whispering direction to you, but life has been loud. Worry has been loud. Fear has been loud. Doubt has been loud. The voice that is coming will echo God's whisper so strongly that the noise inside you will finally break. The confirmation will be undeniable. You are entering a season where God's company, communication with you, will become clearer, sharper, deeper. This call is simply the beginning. After this message arrives, you will find yourself hearing God more often, more precisely. You will notice divine nudges. You will notice spiritual signals. You will notice God's hand guiding your steps gently but unmistakably. This is the awakening of your spiritual sensitivity. And understand this: when God decides to speak to you through someone, it means the enemy's plan has already been defeated. God would not be sending direction if the enemy still had the power to derail your destiny. The fact that God is preparing a message for you means the spiritual battle has already been won. Now God is simply aligning your path with the victory He has already declared. There will be a moment when the person pauses during the conversation, as if they are choosing their words carefully. That pause is not human, it is divine. That is God placing the right word on their heart. Listen closely in that moment. That is where the revelation will be. That is where the instruction will be. That is where the breakthrough will be hidden. And once the call ends, your spirit will not feel the same. Something will feel lighter. Something will feel clearer. Something will feel awakened. Because God will have spoken, not through thunder, not through visions, not through signs, but through the familiar voice of someone close to you. Someone chosen for this exact moment in your journey. Now is the time to position yourself to receive. Do not allow distraction to steal this moment. Do not allow pride to resist it. Do not allow doubt to question it. Open your spirit fully and receive the voice God is sending. Every syllable, every word, every pause is intentional. God has placed it there for you to awaken, to guide, to confirm, to redirect, to strengthen. This is not ordinary. This is divine orchestration. The message coming through someone close to you is a direct intervention from God, and it will ignite your destiny in ways you have longed for but have not yet seen. Understand this. God does not speak for entertainment. He does not send messages for temporary comfort. He speaks to shift you, to elevate you, to protect you, to awaken your spirit. The call that is coming will carry wisdom that cannot be acquired through 2D, clarity that cannot be forced through logic, courage that cannot be found in solitude. This message will be the spark that sets fire to the next season of your life. It will open your eyes to paths previously hidden. It will reveal doors previously closed. It will release you from what has been holding you back spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Some of you have been waiting, hoping, praying, and perhaps growing impatient. God is saying that the waiting is ending. The preparation is complete. The call is imminent. When the voice reaches you, you will know, you will feel it. Your heart will recognize, even before your mind fully comprehends it. That recognition is spiritual confirmation. A divine signature stamped on the message, declaring, this comes from me. Listen carefully, receive fully, obey completely. God is using someone close to you because He wants the message to land without resistance. Familiarity breaks down barriers that strangers cannot. Trust removes doubt. Recognition opens the heart. That is why God does not always speak through visions or distant signs. Sometimes the most profound revelation is delivered through the voice of someone you know. Psalm. Anyone whose presence in your life is intentional. Someone placed there by God to be a vessel of His instruction. And when that call happens, you will feel the weight of heaven touching your life. Expect God to move in extraordinary ways after this moment. Expect clarity where there was confusion. Expect discernment where there was deception. Expect courage where there was fear. Expect direction where there was hesitation. This call is not the end. It's the beginning of your next chapter. The instructions, the confirmation, the encouragement you receive will ripple through every part of your life, your decisions, your relationships, your purpose, your future. Everything will begin to align as God intended from the start. And understand, the enemy may try to steal this moment from you. He may try to distract you, delay the conversation, or cast doubt on the importance of the message. Do not fall into deception. Recognize the spiritual significance of what is coming. Guard your heart, stay alert, and prepare to receive fully, because God is not speaking through this person to entertain you. He is speaking to awaken you, to align you, and to propel you into what He has already destined. D for you. Obedience in receiving this message will unlock the next level of your life. After the call, reflect deeply. Meditate on what has been said. Let the words penetrate your soul. Pray silently in response. Allow God to expand on the message directly to your spirit. God often uses one voice to open the door, but He continues the conversation directly with you, guiding, instructing, and confirming what must be done next. This is divine mentorship in its purest form. First through a vessel, then directly through your connection with the Almighty. So prepare your heart, sharpen your spirit, and open your mind. Expect the unexpected. Recognize the familiar as extraordinary. When the phone rings, when the message arrives, when the voice calls, answer without hesitation. Let your spirit rise to receive what God has ordained, because God says someone close to you will be asked to call you because I want to speak to you. And this is your moment. This is your season. This is the divine encounter you have been waiting for. Now, stand ready. Your time of revelation has come. Your season of clarity is here. Your spirit will recognize it. Your heart will embrace it. And your life will never be the same again. God has chosen the voice. God has chosen the vessel. God has chosen the moment. And nothing can stop what heaven has ordained. Receive it, believe it, and step forward into the destiny that God is calling you to. So now everything comes full circle. God has spoken, God has moved, and God has positioned someone to deliver the message you have been waiting for. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is divine orchestration. The call that is coming will carry the weight of heaven. It will bring clarity where there was confusion, courage where there was fear, direction where there was hesitation, and awakening where there was slumber. God has been watching. God has been preparing. God has been orchestrating every detail of your life. And now He is speaking through someone close to you. Do not ignore it. Do not resist it. Do not let pride or distraction stand in the way of what heaven has prepared. Answer the call. Receive the message. Let your spirit recognize the authority behind the words. Let your heart embrace the divine intention. Let your life align with the purpose God has written for you. Remember this, when God chooses to speak, it is never ordinary. When God intervenes, it is never delayed. When God orchestrates, it is never incomplete. He is calling you now through someone you know, someone familiar, someone chosen to awaken, redirect, and empower you. Be ready, be alert, be receptive. Your breakthrough is coming. Your clarity is arriving. Your destiny is being revealed. God has spoken, and all you must do is listen, receive, and obey. The voice of heaven is about to reach you, and when it does, your life will never be the same. Listen carefully, because God is speaking to you today in a way that will shake your very foundation. He is raising you up, preparing you, and positioning you to become the first millionaire in your family, not just in wealth, but in destiny, influence, and purpose. I want you to hear this clearly. God has chosen you. The wealth, the prosperity, the breakthroughs that your ancestors prayed for, the dreams they could only imagine in their quietest moments, all of it is coming through you. You are the one, the vessel, the channel through which God will pour abundance into your family. And when I say abundance, I mean it in every sense. Spiritually, materially, emotionally, and mentally. God is not just giving you money. He is giving you the wisdom, the strategy, the discipline, and the insight to steward it in a way that honors Him. You are not here by accident. You are not here by luck. You are here because God has a plan for you, a plan to elevate you to heights that your family has never seen before. Can you feel that stirring inside you, that fire? That is the presence of God whispering, get ready, for I am about to make you the first millionaire in your lineage. Do not be discouraged by the limitations of the past. Do not look at your family's financial history and tell yourself, it is impossible for me to succeed. That is the lie of the enemy. God is rewriting your story. He is not bound by what has happened before. He is God, the one who turns the impossible into the inevitable. Your family's legacy of struggle, of lack, of missed opportunities ends with you. This is your hour. This is your moment. God is not giving this to everyone. There are thousands who pray for breakthroughs, who desire wealth, who wish for prosperity, but God has chosen you. You are the one who will break the cycle. You are the one who will step into greatness while your family watches in awe. And understand this, being the first millionaire in your family is not just about money. It is about being a beacon of hope, a living testimony that God's favor is real, that His timing is perfect, and that obedience and faith produce results that cannot be explained by human reasoning. Do not think that this path will be easy. God does not give wealth without preparation. He does not bestow blessings without testing your heart, your patience, and your faith. You will face challenges, trials, and moments of doubt, but those moments are not punishments. No, they are refining fires. They are the crucible that will mold you into a leader, a steward, and a visionary. When you feel like giving up, when the world tells you that you are not capable, remember this: God's power is not measured by your strength, but by your willingness to trust Him. Every obstacle you face, every setback, every moment of delay is God shaping you, equipping you, preparing you for the responsibility of being the first millionaire in your family. Do not despise the process. Do not resent the waiting. Embrace it, because it is in the waiting that God prepares your heart to handle the greatness He has planned for you. Look at your life right now. Look at the opportunities around you. Many of you are standing at the edge of breakthrough, but you cannot see it yet because your eyes are fixed on the limitations instead of God's promises. God is saying to you, lift your eyes. See beyond the scarcity. See beyond the lack. See beyond the fear and the doubt. He is telling you that your breakthrough is not just coming, it is inevitable. Your family will look at you and wonder how it happened. They will ask, how did you do it? And you will say, God did it. God made a way where there was no way. God opened doors that no man could open. God gave me favor, wisdom, and insight beyond my years. And that declaration will not only bless your family, but it will inspire generations to come. You are not just a millionaire in money, you are a millionaire in faith, in influence, and in legacy. Now hear me carefully. The wealth God is giving you is not for indulgence, it is not for pride, it is not for empty show, it is for purpose. God is giving you resources so that you can bless others, so that you can create opportunities for your family, so that your family will never have to suffer in lack again. He is giving you favor so that doors will open for you that have been closed for generations. The house that seemed impossible to buy, the business that seemed impossible to start, the financial freedom that seemed out of reach, all of it is being unlocked for you. And why? Because God is looking at your heart and seeing faith, obedience, and perseverance. He is seeing a person who will honor his gifts, who will use them to uplift others, who will not squander the opportunity, but will build a legacy. That is the heart of a millionaire in God's eyes. Not just the accumulation of wealth, but the responsibility of stewardship and the power to change lives. You must also understand this: God is positioning you strategically. Every connection, every meeting, every opportunity is being orchestrated by Him. You will meet people who will guide you. Doors will open at the exact moment you need them to, and your mind will be filled with insight that seems impossible to acquire on your own. These are not coincidences. These are divine appointments. Do not ignore them. Do not dismiss the whisper in your spirit telling you to take that step, to make that call, to pursue that opportunity. God is speaking and He is guiding you with precision. The first millionaire in your family is not someone who waits passively. It is someone who listens intently, prays persistently, and acts courageously. Are you ready to act? Are you ready to move with God, knowing that every step you take is guided by His wisdom and power? I also want to speak to those who have faced discouragement from family and friends. Many of you have had people laugh at your dreams, criticize your vision, or tell you that wealth is not for you. Let me tell you something. When God is making you the first millionaire in your family, it is normal for others not to understand. They cannot see the divine favor on your life. They cannot perceive the unseen work God is doing behind the scenes. But this is why faith is so powerful. It allows you to believe and act even when no one else can see. Do not allow their doubt to become your doubt. Let their disbelief fuel your determination. Let their ignorance of God's plans ignite your pursuit of destiny. Remember, every millionaire starts as a dreamer in the face of disbelief. Every pioneer faces opposition before their breakthrough, and every person chosen by God to be the first to rise above the limits of their lineage faces resistance. But if you stay faithful, if you stay prayerful, if you stay obedient, you will see God's promises manifest in your life. And listen carefully. Being the first millionaire in your family is not just a personal victory, it is a spiritual victory. Your breakthrough is a testimony of God's power and faithfulness. It is proof that His timing is perfect, that His plans are higher than yours, and that His favor can override generations of limitation. When you step into this role, you are not just changing your life, you are changing the trajectory of your entire family. Your siblings, your cousins, your children, your grandchildren. They will inherit the blessings you sowed today. They will reap the benefits of the courage, the faith, and the obedience that you demonstrate now. You are not just building wealth, you are rebuilding a spiritual legacy, a lineage of hope and prosperity that God Himself has sanctioned. And that is why this is so important. God does not just bless for the sake of blessing. He blesses to empower, to transform, and to establish His purposes through His chosen vessels. You are that vessel. Now, let us talk about mindset, because wealth begins in the mind before it manifests in reality. God is calling you to a higher level of thinking. No longer can you think small. No longer can you accept mediocrity or settle for average. God is putting a millionaire mindset in your spirit. He is teaching you to think in terms of opportunity, in terms of investment, in terms of multiplication. Every decision, every choice, every thought is being calibrated by God to align with abundance. You will start to see things differently. You will start to recognize opportunities that others cannot see. You will understand timing in ways that defy human logic. And most importantly, you will learn to trust God in every step, knowing that the wealth you are about to receive is not just a reward, it is a calling, a responsibility, and a purpose. God is giving you not only the resources, but also the discernment to manage them wisely. Do not waste this gift. Guard your mind, protect your spirit, and nurture your faith. The millionaire God is creating in you begins with a mind that is aligned with Him. And I must emphasize this, your work ethic must reflect your calling. God will not make you the first millionaire in your family by magic alone. There is a partnership between your faith and your effort. You must work with diligence, with discipline, and with integrity. You must honor every opportunity, respect every mentor, and be relentless in your pursuit. God opens the doors, but you must walk through them. He provides the resources, but you must utilize them wisely. He grants favor. You must act in obedience. Wealth without wisdom is wasted. Power without discipline is destroyed, and blessing without stewardship is lost. God is equipping you not only to receive but to maintain, not only to rise but to sustain, not only to win but to multiply. That is the responsibility of the first millionaire in a family, and God is preparing you for it now. I want to speak directly to your heart. You are about to witness miracles that your family has never seen. You will see financial breakthroughs, unexpected promotions, business opportunities that seem too good to be true. and doors that have remained closed for years suddenly swing wide open. You will experience favor with people, wisdom beyond your years, and insight that feels supernatural. These are not random occurrences, they are the manifestation of God's promises. And when they happen, your faith will grow, your family will be amazed, and your life will become a testimony of God's power and faithfulness. But you must remain humble, prayerful, and obedient. Wealth is not a destination, it is a responsibility. God is entrusting you with more than money. He is entrusting you with the ability to change lives, to break cycles, and to establish a legacy of faith, influence, and prosperity. Let me remind you, the path of the first millionaire in a family is paved with vision, courage, and persistence. You will face moments of fear, but fear has no place in a life guided by God. You will face moments of doubt, but doubt will be silenced by your obedience. You will face opposition, but opposition cannot withstand the power of God's favor. Keep your eyes on Him. Keep your heart aligned with His will. Keep your spirit hungry for His guidance. The wealth that God is bringing into your life is not just for comfort, it is a tool for purpose. It is a weapon against limitation, a blessing for your family, and a testimony for all who witness your journey. You are not here to be ordinary. You are not here to be average. You are here to be extraordinary, to rise above every limitation, and to establish a legacy that will last for generations. God is calling you to rise, to believe, and to act. He is calling you to be diligent, disciplined, and unwavering. He is calling you to step into the role of the first millionaire in your family with courage, humility, and faith. And I tell you now, the breakthrough is near. The doors are opening. The favor is flowing. The wisdom is being poured. Your family's first millionaire is being created, anointed, and positioned by God Himself. The fire of destiny is burning in you. Do not ignore it. Do not delay. Step forward. Trust Him fully. Work with integrity and watch as God transforms not just your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you. This is your moment. This is your time. God is making you the first millionaire in your family, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what He has started in you. Now listen carefully. God is not just making you a millionaire for the sake of money. He is making you a trailblazer, a pioneer in your family, the one who will redefine what is possible. You must understand that when God elevates someone, it is never just personal. It is prophetic. Your rise will speak louder than any words. Your breakthrough will become a living declaration that God is faithful, that He honors faith, that He opens doors no one can shut, and closes doors no one can open. And that is why God is allowing you to walk this path of preparation now. He is shaping your character, refining your spirit, and strengthening your heart so that when wealth, influence, and favor come, you are not consumed by them, but rather multiplied through them. You may wonder, why me, God? Why now? Listen closely. God sees potential where the world sees limitation. He sees opportunity where others see obstacles. He sees faith where others see fear. He is positioning you at the perfect time, in the perfect season, with perfect preparation. This is not coincidence, and it is not chance. This is God's design. He is placing you strategically so that your success will ripple beyond your immediate family. Your financial victory will be a seed that grows into generational impact. Your family will not only inherit wealth, they will inherit vision, insight, and the courage to rise. You are the chosen vessel for this moment. And God's favor surrounding you is like a shield that no obstacle can penetrate. Do not be afraid of the pressure that comes with this calling. Pressure is the sign that God is preparing you for greatness. Every challenge, every setback, every moment when it feels impossible is evidence that God is refining you He is molding your spirit so that your faith is unshakable, your mind is disciplined, and your heart is aligned with His will. The first millionaire in a family is not someone who simply gains money. They are someone who embodies wisdom, integrity, and perseverance. Your character must match the calling God has placed on your life. Wealth without integrity is fleeting. Success without faith is hollow. But when God builds your wealth through obedience, diligence, and wisdom, you become unstoppable. I want you to see this clearly. God is teaching you how to multiply. Not just money, but every blessing He has given you. Your influence, your wisdom, your opportunities, your connections, your ideas, everything you touch will begin to bear fruit because God is at work. You may have been told that you are too young, too inexperienced, too unqualified, or too ordinary. But God is saying, I am enough. My power is perfected in your weakness. My wisdom is sufficient for your ignorance. My favor is more than enough to place you above every limitation. You do not need to rely on what you see with your eyes or what you understand with your mind. You need to rely on God's promise, God's timing, and God's power, because the first millionaire in a family is not defined by human logic, but by divine intervention. And hear this, God will place people in your life who will accelerate your rise. Mentors, partners, advisors, even those who seem ordinary will become extraordinary instruments of your destiny. These divine appointments are orchestrated by God, and they will come at exactly the right time. Do not ignore the nudges of your spirit. Do not dismiss the opportunities that seem unexpected. God is directing every detail, every encounter, every step you take. Your obedience will unlock favor that cannot be explained by human reasoning. Every time you say yes to God, every time you step forward in faith, you move closer to the moment when your family will see the first millionaire arise, standing not just in wealth, but in divine purpose. You must also cultivate a mindset of abundance, for scarcity thinking will destroy what God is creating. God is teaching you to think in terms of possibilities, not limitations, to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to believe in provision where others see lack. A millionaire in God's eyes is not someone who hoards or clings in fear. They are someone who trusts God to multiply and steward every blessing. The money you receive is not just for comfort. It is a tool, a weapon, a resource to honor God and elevate your family. God is showing you that your hands are not for taking. They are for sowing, for building, and for transforming. When you grasp this principle, you step fully into the calling of the first millionaire in your family. One who not only prospers, but also transforms everything around them. Do not underestimate the power of patience. Many will tell you God's timing is too slow, but let me remind you, God's timing is perfect. Every delay, every season of preparation, every trial you face is intentional. God is equipping you with the insight to handle wealth, the wisdom to make strategic decisions, and the resilience to sustain success. You are not being delayed, you are being prepared. The first millionaire in a family is not one who receives wealth quickly and loses it just as fast. The first millionaire is the one who is prepared by God to manage it, multiply it, and steward it for generations. Trust in the timing of God. Stand firm in faith. Your breakthrough is coming, and it will arrive at exactly the right moment. I also want to emphasize this: your spiritual discipline will determine the height of your breakthrough. Wealth without faith is fragile. Success without obedience is unstable. God is calling you to deepen your relationship with Him, to seek His guidance, to pray without ceasing, and to trust without hesitation. The first millionaire in a family is not simply blessed with money. They are blessed with insight, intuition, discernment, and favor that comes directly from God. They make decisions not by human logic alone, but by divine wisdom. Your financial rise will be accompanied by spiritual growth, because God wants you to be equipped not only to gain wealth, but to sustain it and use it purposefully. And remember, God's favor often comes in unexpected ways. Opportunities that seem impossible, partnerships that seem unlikely, insights that come in moments of stillness. These are the fingerprints of God on your life. Do not dismiss them. Do not underestimate them. The first millionaire in a family is someone who recognizes God's hand in every detail, who acts courageously when others hesitate, and who trusts fully when others doubt. Your faith is your leverage. Your obedience is your capital. Your courage is your investment. And God is the ultimate guarantor of your success. Understand this. God is not just calling you to wealth. He is calling you to transformation. The first millionaire in your family is more than a title. It is a testimony of God's power and a reflection of His divine wisdom. You will not simply gain money, you will gain understanding. You will not simply find opportunity, you will recognize strategy. God is teaching you how to think like a leader, act with precision, and move with divine timing. Every obstacle, every criticism, every challenge you face is a signpost pointing you toward the destiny God has meticulously designed for you. The struggles are not to discourage you, they are to refine you. They are the sharpening of your spirit, the stretching of your faith, the preparation of your mind to steward the unprecedented blessings that God is bringing into your life. Many people confuse wealth with ease, but let me remind you, God's blessing is not measured by comfort. It is measured by impact. You are being prepared to handle what others cannot, to lead where others hesitate, to create where others see only limits. The first millionaire in a family does not emerge from mediocrity. They rise from vision, courage, and an unwavering obedience to God. You will find that doors that have remained closed for decades are suddenly open. You will find that opportunities appear at precisely the moment you need them. These are not coincidences. These are the fingerprints of God's hand, guiding you, protecting you, and propelling you forward. You are not merely building wealth, you are building a legacy of influence, a foundation of faith, and a testament to God's perfect timing. Hear me clearly, God is also teaching you patience, because patience is the soil in which prosperity grows. Every delay you experience is purposeful. Every season of waiting is strategic. The millionaire that God is creating in you is not someone who stumbles at the first obstacle. You are being equipped to endure, to persevere, and to maintain integrity. Even when the world tests you, the wealth God is giving you is intertwined with character, vision, and discipline. It is not simply for indulgence or self-gratification. It is a tool to uplift, to multiply, and to leave an indelible mark on your family and your community. God is raising you up not just to enjoy wealth, but to be a steward of it, to honor Him through it, and to establish a standard for generations to follow. Now, understand this, your vision is divinely inspired. God has placed ideas, strategies, and opportunities in your spirit that no one else can see. What others consider impossible, God is preparing you to achieve. What others view as too risky, God is equipping you to navigate with wisdom. The first millionaire in a family is someone who sees beyond the visible, who believes in the unseen, who trusts in God's guidance above human reasoning. You are being called to embrace boldness, to take calculated steps, and to act decisively when others remain hesitant. This is the heart of divine favor, the courage to move when you cannot see the full path, trusting that God's hand is guiding every step. Let me speak to the doubters, both outside and within. There will be voices, sometimes even your own, that say, it is too difficult, it is too late, you are not ready. That is the voice of fear, not faith. God is calling you to rise above fear. He is calling you to trust Him fully. The first millionaire in your family is not defined by the absence of fear, but by the presence of unwavering faith. Fear is temporary. God's promises are eternal. Every time doubt arises, remind yourself, His is God's work. This is God's blessing. This is God's plan unfolding, and you are a willing participant in His divine design. You are also being positioned strategically. People will come into your life, mentors, partners, advisors, who will accelerate your rise. These are divine appointments, orchestrated by God. Doors will open, connections will align, and guidance will arrive at precisely the right moment. Recognize these opportunities, act on them with courage, and honor God with your discernment. The first millionaire in a family does not rely solely on their own understanding. They lean on God's wisdom. They respond to His timing, and they move with precision. God is orchestrating every detail, ensuring that your rise is not only remarkable, but also divinely guided. And let us speak about resilience, because resilience is the backbone of your calling. Wealth will bring challenges, opposition, and trials, but these are not punishments. They are tests of faith. God is refining your character, teaching you to remain steadfast, disciplined, and unwavering. The first millionaire in a family is someone who does not crumble under pressure, who does not compromise under temptation, and who does not falter in the face of adversity. You are being molded into a person who will handle wealth with integrity, lead with wisdom, and multiply blessings with vision. God is also calling you to generosity. The first millionaire in a family is not selfish. You are being prepared to bless others, to create opportunities, and to lift those around you. Your wealth will be a channel for God's power, an instrument for His purpose, and a testimony of His faithfulness. Every gift you receive, every opportunity you seize, every blessing you steward is a reflection of God's glory. You are not here to hoard. You are here to multiply. You are not here to elevate yourself alone. You are here to establish a legacy that transforms your family and impacts your community. Do not despise the process. Do not resent the preparation. Every challenge, every setback, every season of waiting is a divine lesson. God is teaching you patience, strategy, discipline, and faith. You are learning to see through His eyes, to act with His guidance, and to persevere with His strength. The first millionaire in a family is someone who emerges from preparation, not by chance. God is not rushing. He is refining. He is perfecting. And when the time comes, your breakthrough will arrive with power, precision, and divine timing. Hear this with clarity. God is orchestrating your financial destiny with precision that no human can replicate. The first millionaire in your family is not emerging by accident, by luck, or by the fleeting whims of fortune. This is divine strategy. God is aligning your steps, preparing your heart, and opening doors that have remained closed for generations. You may not see it yet, but every challenge, every trial, every moment of waiting is a part of His master plan. Do not despise the silence. Do not resent the delay. The same God who created the heavens and the earth is working behind the scenes, ensuring that your rise is not only powerful but unshakable. He is building a foundation that will withstand storms, opposition, and the pressures of wealth. You must embrace the reality that your rise will disrupt the ordinary. Your breakthrough will astonish those around you because God's ways are higher than human understanding. When your family witnesses your elevation, they will see not just money, but the manifestation of God's wisdom, favor, and guidance. And it is in this disruption that God demonstrates His power. He takes what seems impossible and turns it into evidence of His faithfulness. You are the living proof that God does not follow the world's logic. He does not conform to limitations. He does what no one else can do. Your family's history of struggle, lack, and limitation ends with you because God is using you to rewrite the narrative. You are not simply earning wealth. You are establishing a legacy of divine provision, wisdom, and influence. Understand this. God is cultivating your vision, your ideas, your strategies, your plans. These are not random. They are God-inspired. You may think some opportunities are too big, too audacious, too risky, but God is preparing you to take them on. The first millionaire in a family is someone who sees beyond the visible, someone who trusts the unseen, someone who acts in faith when the world hesitates. Your vision will not only create wealth, it will create opportunity for others. It will inspire your family to dream bigger. It will ignite courage in those who have been held back by doubt, fear, or generational limitation. God is making you a pioneer, a trailblazer, the first to rise and the first to establish a new standard for your lineage. And let us speak plainly, God is teaching you discernment. Wealth brings choices, and choices bring responsibility. The first millionaire in a family is not someone who reacts impulsively, but someone who acts with insight, wisdom, and divine guidance. God is training you to recognize the right people, the right timing, and the right opportunities. He is teaching you to distinguish between fleeting gain and lasting value. Every decision you make now will determine the trajectory of your family for years to come. When you embrace God's wisdom, every step you take will multiply blessings rather than squander them. The wealth you are about to receive is a reflection of divine strategy, an investment in God's plan, not just in material gain. Do not fear the opposition that will come. There will always be naysayers, skeptics, and critics. Some will speak from ignorance, others from jealousy, and some from a lack of understanding of God's purposes. But remember this, God's favor is a shield. It cannot be diminished by doubt, criticism, or opposition. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to demonstrate faith, courage, and obedience. Every voice of disbelief is a reminder that God is with you and that your breakthrough is not contingent on human approval, but on divine favor. The first millionaire in a family rises not because of affirmation, but because of faith. Your faith in God will become your leverage, your weapon, and your guiding light through every challenge. I want you to understand something profound. God is giving you wealth so that you can serve a purpose greater than yourself. The first millionaire in a family is not defined by their accumulation alone. They are defined by the impact they create, the lives they change, and the legacy they leave. Your wealth will empower you to bless your family, uplift your community, and support causes that honor God. Every dollar, every resource, every opportunity you steward is a testament to God's faithfulness and a reflection of His wisdom. Wealth without purpose is hollow, but wealth that flows from God's guidance is eternal. You are being prepared not just to receive blessings, but to multiply them, to pass them forward, and to ensure that your family never knows lack again. Now, hear me carefully. Patience and persistence are your allies. God is not rushing your preparation because He is perfecting your readiness. Every delay is purposeful. Every trial is strategic. Every challenge is refining. The first millionaire in a family is someone who emerges from preparation, not someone who stumbles at the first obstacle. God is developing in you a mindset that is disciplined, focused, and unshakable. He is instilling wisdom, resilience, and foresight that cannot be acquired overnight. Your breakthrough will arrive not suddenly, but fully formed, fully equipped, and perfectly aligned with God's plan. And consider this: your rise will illuminate the path for others. When you step into your role as the first millionaire in your family, you become a beacon. Your parents, your siblings, your cousins, and your children will see what is possible when God's favor aligns with faith, obedience, and diligence. Your success will inspire courage, instill hope, and ignite vision in others. This is why God's plan is so powerful. He not only elevates you, but He elevates everyone around you. Your breakthrough is not only personal, it is communal, generational, and eternal. God is also equipping you with supernatural insight. You will begin to recognize opportunities that others cannot see. Doors will open at the exact moment you need them. People will appear who will guide, support, and mentor you. These are divine appointments orchestrated by God, and they will accelerate your rise. The first millionaire in a family does not stumble blindly. They move with purpose, guided by divine wisdom. God is placing in you discernment, clarity, and strategy that will set you apart. Your success will not be accidental. It will be a reflection of God's meticulous design and His unwavering faithfulness. And let us address humility. God is raising you up, but humility will ensure that your rise remains sustainable. The first millionaire in a family honors God with their wealth, with their decisions, and with their influence. They recognize that every blessing is a gift, every opportunity a trust, and every success a responsibility. Humility protects you from pride, arrogance, and complacency. It keeps your heart aligned with God's purpose and your actions consistent with His will. As you grow, let gratitude, integrity, and reverence for God guide every step. This is the hallmark of true wealth in God's eyes. A wealth that multiplies not just resources, but faith, wisdom, and legacy. Finally, know this: your time is now. The favor of God that surrounds you cannot be stopped. The breakthrough that He has promised cannot be delayed. The family that will witness your rise will see not just prosperity, but proof of God's power and faithfulness. You are the first, the pioneer, the trailblazer. Your hands are instruments of God's provision, your mind a vessel of His wisdom, and your heart a testament to His faithfulness. Step boldly, act courageously, and trust unwaveringly. God is making you the first millionaire in your family, and every step you take in obedience, faith, and diligence brings you closer to the destiny He has ordained. Your breakthrough is near, your legacy is beginning, and your family will never be the same, because God has chosen you, prepared you, and positioned you to rise above every limitation. Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is not a casual message, not a soft whisper, not a comforting suggestion. This is a divine announcement. This is a spiritual revelation. This is a wake-up call sent straight to the depths of your soul. God is about to shock everyone with your fortune. And I am not speaking of small blessings, subtle improvements, or ordinary breakthroughs. No, what God has prepared for you is so massive, so undeniable, so impossibly supernatural that the very people who once ignored you, doubted you, disrespected you, or walked past you without a second thought, they will have no choice but to turn around and say, what happened to you? God happened. God intervened. God shifted the season. God opened a door no human being could touch. God released a fortune no earthly system could stop. You are not listening to this by accident. You did not stumble into these words. You were led here. You were guided here. God brought you here because the time for you to rise has arrived. You have cried in silence long enough. You have suffered privately long enough. You have waited patiently while others seem to run ahead of you, succeed before you, celebrate what they gained while you stood praying for something, anything to shift. And God says, I saw every moment. I counted every tear. I witnessed every disappointment. And now the season of compensation is here. God is not merely going to bless you. God is going to shock people with the size of what He places in your hands. You see, when God chooses to elevate someone, He does not do it quietly. He does not do it in secret corners. He does not hide His power. God moves in a way that forces the world to look and acknowledge that something beyond human explanation took place. God loves to take a person who has been overlooked and place them at the center of attention, not for pride, not for ego, but to demonstrate His supreme authority. When God decides that your name is the name He will lift, no enemy, no critic, no jealous heart, no system, no circumstance, and no limitation can stop His decision. And right now, I am telling you with deep spiritual certainty, God has decided something about your life. Something huge, something unstoppable, something irreversible. Your season of being underestimated is over. Your season of small results is over. Your season of lack is over. Your season of being forgotten is over. God is rewriting your entire story, and He is doing it in a way that will shock every single person who ever doubted your potential. Because the truth is this, people see where you are, but only God sees where you are going. People see your current situation, but God sees your destiny. People see the struggle, but God sees the breakthrough that is already coming. People may have judged your life by what you have now, but God is about to reveal what He has prepared for you. And when He does, every wrong opinion, every false assumption, every low expectation will collapse under the weight of God's power. There is a fortune coming to you. Yes, a fortune that will blow your mind. And do not let the word fortune make you think only of money. No, this fortune is much bigger, much deeper, much more meaningful than currency. God's fortune includes influence, peace, restoration, opportunities, divine protection, supernatural openings, holy connections, wisdom, authority, and yes, material provision that aligns with His purpose for your life. God is not limited. God is not restricted. God cannot be blocked. God does not operate according to human logic. When God chooses someone, He lifts them beyond what anyone around them could have imagined. And I want you to prepare yourself, because when God shocks people with your fortune, some will celebrate you, some will be amazed by you, but others will be disturbed by your elevation. Not everyone who claps for you wants you to rise. Not everyone who smiles at you wants you to succeed. Yet none of their hidden motives matter, because God's decision overrides human intention. God's favor destroys human limitations. What God sends cannot be stopped by jealousy, delayed by envy, or canceled by hatred. There were people who thought you were finished, people who concluded your story too early, people who assumed your struggles were permanent, people who believed you would always be behind, always be lacking, always be struggling to catch your breath. But God says, I will show them what I can do with a person who depends entirely on me. God will elevate you in a way that makes every person who doubted your ability reassess their opinions. God will bless you so powerfully that even those who spoke negatively about you will secretly wonder how you rose so suddenly, so sharply, so undeniably. And the answer will be simple: God did it. You cannot explain supernatural fortune with natural logic. You cannot measure God's blessings with human calculations. You cannot compare divine timing with earthly timetables. When God decides to shock people with your fortune, it will not make sense to them. It will not fit their expectations. It will not match their predictions. People will look at your life and say, this should not have been possible. And that is exactly why God will do it. Because God wants the world to see that He can take someone who had nothing and give them more than they ever dreamed. God can take someone who was broken and make them whole. God can take someone who was invisible and make them influential. God can take someone who was struggling and make them a living testimony of His generosity. God is not limited by your background, your education, your status, your failures, or your past. God is only limited by one thing: your willingness to believe. And today, I want you to believe with a boldness you have never felt before. Believe without hesitation. Believe without fear. Believe without shrinking yourself to match human expectations. Believe with the power of a soul that knows who its creator is. Because once you truly believe, the path opens. Once you truly believe, the blessing accelerates. Once you truly believe, the fortune that God prepared begins to manifest. I want you to hear this clearly. God has seen your sacrifice. God has seen your consistency. God has seen your efforts when no one applauded you. God has seen your faith when everything looked hopeless. God has seen your attempts to stay strong when you felt like giving up. God has seen every moment, and not one of those moments was wasted. Every struggle was training. Every delay was preparation. Every setback was alignment. Every challenge was building spiritual muscles you didn't even know you were developing. And now God says, you are ready. You are ready for the new level. You are ready for the new chapter. You are ready for the shocking fortune God has been preparing. You are ready to receive what once seemed impossible. God does not release fortune to an unprepared soul. God releases it when He has strengthened your character, matured your spirit, deepened your patience, and purified your intentions. And that is why your journey took so long. God was shaping you into someone capable of handling the magnitude of the blessing He planned. You see, people think your struggles broke you, but God knows your struggles built you. People think your delays weakened you, but God knows your delays trained you. People think your losses destroyed you, but God knows your losses cleansed your path. You are not rising in spite of what you went through. You are rising because of what you went through. That is why the fortune coming your way is not ordinary. It is not random. It is not coincidental. It is divine. You are stepping into a season where God will surprise even you. You will see opportunities appear out of nowhere. You will see breakthroughs unfold that you could not have orchestrated on your own. You will see doors open that no one expected you to walk through. You will see connections form that propel you forward. You will see resources flow to you in ways that make you stand still in awe. God is not just sending a blessing. God is sending a transformation. And hear me, when God shocks everyone with your fortune, do not shrink yourself. Do not apologize for the blessing. Do not feel guilty for the elevation. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. You paid a price for this blessing. You endured storms for this blessing. You cried for this blessing. You waited while others ran ahead. You trusted when others gave up. You walked through seasons that would have broken weaker souls. You suffered silently while keeping your heart connected to God. You stayed faithful when you had every reason to quit. You earned this season, not earned in the sense of human merit, but earned in the sense of spiritual readiness. God rewards the faithful. God lifts the consistent. God honors the disciplined. God protects the humble. And now God elevates the chosen. Everything that is coming to you is coming because you were chosen for it. You were chosen for this rise. You were chosen for this position. You were chosen for this influence. You were chosen for this fortune. And because God chose you, nothing can stop you. Not the environment, not the economy, not the opinions of others, not your past mistakes, not your fears, not your insecurities, not your self-doubt. God's choice overrides every limitation. God has already spoken your name into rooms you have never entered. God has already prepared opportunities you have not yet seen. God has already aligned people who will help you without even understanding why. God has already set your elevation in motion. The fortune coming is not a possibility, it is a certainty. And when it arrives, the same people who doubted you will come looking for your secret. They will ask, how did you do it? And your answer will be simple, I didn't, God did. God is going to shock them because they thought you were ordinary. They thought you were forgettable. They thought you had no potential. They thought your silence was weakness. They thought your patience was passivity. They thought your humility meant you had naught to offer. But God was watching all along. And God saw a soul He could trust. And when God sees someone He can trust, He puts something in their hands that cannot be stolen, cannot be destroyed, and cannot be blocked. Prepare yourself, because God is about to pour a fortune into your life that will change not only your situation, but your identity. You will not think the way you used to think. You will not speak the way you used to speak. You will not walk the way you used to walk. You will carry the weight of divine blessing. You will walk with the confidence of someone backed by heaven. You will move with the authority of someone who knows God is guiding every step. When God prepares to shock everyone with your fortune, He does not simply increase what you have. He transforms who you are. God elevates you internally before He elevates you externally. God strengthens your spirit before He expands your territory. God matures your discernment before He multiplies your resources. Because once the blessing comes, you cannot afford to carry an immature mindset into a divine environment. And so God has been working within you, quietly, deeply, invisibly, teaching you lessons that were not meant to break you, but to shape you into a vessel capable of carrying greatness without losing humility, confidence without losing restraint, and abundance without losing gratitude. Nothing you learned in the dark season was wasted. Every challenge was prophetic training. Every test was spiritual preparation. Every confusion was a holy restructuring of your inner foundation. So when God shocks the world with your fortune, you will wear the blessing with wisdom, not arrogance, with discipline, not recklessness, with clarity, not confusion. You must understand that the fortune God is preparing for you is not meant to impress people. It is meant to fulfill purpose. God does not bless sight and ply to display power. God blesses to realign destiny. You are being shifted into a position where your presence will carry weight, where your voice will influence decisions, where your actions will reshape the environments you enter. God is expanding the territory of your influence because He trusts the purity of your intentions. There are some blessings God does not hand out freely. He only gives them to those whose hearts have been refined enough to steward them without corruption. God saw how you handled small opportunities, how you responded to small responsibilities, how you remained faithful even when the rewards were invisible. God tested your motives. God tested your resistance to temptation. God tested your commitment to righteousness. And now that you have passed tests you did not even realize were tests, God is getting ready to reveal what He has been preparing behind the scenes. People often assume that fortune comes through effort alone. But when God is the source, the blessing does not follow the rhythm of human effort. It follows the rhythm of divine alignment. There are doors you will not have to knock on because God will open them before you arrive. There are opportunities you will not have to chase because they will be drawn to your name. There are resources you will not have to beg for because they have already been assigned to your destiny. God is going to orchestrate divine coincidences, moments that appear random to the world, but were carefully designed by God to position you exactly where you need to be. You will find yourself in conversations you never planned, rooms you never expected, relationships you never predicted, all because God is guiding you step by step into the place where your fortune will manifest. And let me tell you this, when God lifts you, He does it in such a way that no one can claim credit. God moves in a manner that silences every doubter, confuses every enemy, and humbles every critic. People will witness your elevation and say, "This cannot be human effort." And they will be right, because you will rise in a way that contradicts logic, accelerates timelines, and surpasses expectations. God will place you in positions that others spend years trying to reach. God will give you breakthroughs that others assume were out of your reach. God will open doors that others tried to close. God will send help from sources you did not expect. God will reveal gifts within you that you did not even know you possess. And all of it will be a reminder that when God says it is your time, no power in the universe can argue with His decision. What you are stepping into is not luck. It is divine compensation. God is not simply giving you a blessing. God is repaying you for everything you endured, everything you lost, everything you sacrificed, everything you suffered while staying faithful. God is a flawless accountant. God remembers every moment when you held on despite pain, when you trusted despite uncertainty, when you kept going despite exhaustion. God does not ignore endurance. God rewards it. And the reward He is sending will not look like the pain you endured. It will not mirror the suffering you walked through. It will not resemble the nights you cried or the days you struggled. No, God's reward will overshadow the pain so completely that it will erase every trace of what you went through. You will look back and realize that the suffering was not the end. It was the soil in which God planted something extraordinary. And understand this clearly, when your fortune arrives, it will not be fragile. It will not be temporary. It will not be uncertain. What God gives, He protects. What God builds, He strengthens. What God establishes, He secures. No one will be able to sabotage what God places in your hands. No one will be able to interrupt the flow God releases into your life. No one will be able to block the doors God opens for you. People may try, but their attempts will fail before they even begin. Because the blessing coming to you will be fortified by divine authority. God will stand around your elevation like a shield, like a fortress, like a barrier. No negativity, jealousy, or evil intention can penetrate. Some of the people who left you were not betrayers, they were barriers. God removed them because they would have contaminated your blessing. God separated you from certain environments because those environments could not handle the magnitude of what He is preparing. God took you through isolation, not to punish you, but to protect you. Loneliness was not abandonment, it was insulation. God was keeping you away from people who would have infected your mindset with doubt, fear, or distraction. God needed your spirit clean. God needed your mind focused. God needed your vision pure. God needed your heart guarded. And now you will look back and understand that everyone who walked away was part of God's divine subtraction so that the blessing could be added without interference. And now God is surrounding you with people who align with your elevation. You will meet individuals who speak life into your dreams, who support your growth, who celebrate your potential, who uplift your spirit. You are stepping into a season where God will connect you with those who understand your purpose and honor your calling. You will experience support that feels like oxygen. You will encounter relationships that amplify your strength. You will attract people who are not intimidated by your rise, but inspired by it. This is all part of the fortune God is preparing, because fortune is not only about what you receive, it is also about who accompanies you in the next chapter of your life. And while others will be shocked by your rise, the most transformative shock will be within you. You will shock yourself. You will surprise yourself. You will look at your own life and say, I never knew God had all this prepared for me. Because the truth is, you have only seen a fraction of your own potential. You have only witnessed a glimpse of your own power. You have only touched the edges of what you are capable of. But God is about to reveal the full version of yourself, the version you were always meant to become, the version that walks with confidence, thinks with clarity, acts with purpose, and lives with peace. This version of you will not apologize for being blessed, for being strong, for being favored, for being chosen. And when you speak, your words will carry a new authority. When you move, your steps will carry a new direction. When you make decisions, they will carry a new certainty. God is giving you wisdom that cannot be manipulated, strength that cannot be exhausted, and insight that cannot be deceived. The blessing is not coming to overwhelm you. It is coming to empower you. God is not sending fortune to complicate your life. God is sending fortune to elevate your life, to free you from limitations, to remove financial burdens, to expand your influence, and to position you for assignments you could not step into without this next level of provision. When God prepares to shock the world with your fortune, He does not simply change your circumstances, He changes the atmosphere around your life. God begins to shift the spiritual climate, the unseen realm that influences everything you touch. You start to notice that what used to drain you no longer affects you. What used to intimidate you no longer frightens you. What used to distract you no longer tempts you. This is not coincidence. This is spiritual preparation. God is clearing the air rim, oving invisible resistance, and placing a divine covering over your path so that when your fortune arrives, it enters a space cleansed of every negative attachment. You will feel a new clarity, a new weight to your steps, a new sharpness to your intuition. God is not only preparing the blessing, God is preparing the environment to welcome the blessing. Because when God releases something extraordinary, it must land on stable ground. And that is why God has been strengthening your spirit quietly, steadily, intentionally. God has increased your discernment so you can recognize what was once disguised. God has sharpened your awareness so you can perceive opportunities others overlook. God has deepened your intuition so you can sense when something is not aligned with your destiny. What you are feeling now, the heightened sensitivity, the deeper reflections, the sudden moments of wisdom is not random. It is the mark of someone whose spirit is expanding to match the magnitude of the blessing coming their way. God never pours greatness into an unprepared vessel. God expands the vessel first, then releases the greatness. You are entering a season where your thoughts will move differently, where your decisions will carry a new authority, where your emotional responses will no longer be triggered by the same things that once disrupted your peace. God has healed wounds you didn't speak about. God has removed burdens you didn't have words for. God has ended cycles you didn't know how to break. That healing was essential because God cannot elevate a heart that is still chained to yesterday. God needed to free you internally so He could release abundance externally. Now your spirit is untangled, your heart is lighter, your mind is clearer. You are beginning to feel the shift even before the fortune manifests because your soul is already stepping into the new season. And when go, He prepares to shock people with your rise. He often slows down everything in your life first. The quiet you felt, the delays you experienced, the moments where nothing seemed to move, those were not signs of abandonment. They were signs of divine calibration. God pauses your life to align it. God slows your pace to strengthen your foundation. God silences your environment so you can hear Him more clearly. The stillness was never emptiness, it was preparation disguised as silence. And now the same silence that once confused you will become the birthplace of your breakthrough. God does His greatest work in stillness, and what He built in secret, He will reveal in power. People around you may not understand the transformation you are experiencing. They may think you're becoming distant, detached, withdrawn. But the truth is, God has separated your spirit from unnecessary noise. You are not detaching from people. You are attaching to purpose. You are not losing interest in old conversations. You are growing into new responsibilities. You're not becoming quiet. You're becoming focused. God is tightening your circle and refining your connections so that nothing drains the strength you need for the next level. Some people were meant to walk with you only for a season, not for a lifetime. And God knew that if they entered your next chapter, they would sabotage the blessing. So God intervened, God removed, God rearranged, God protected. And now that God has cleared the path, you will see something you have not seen in a very long time: momentum. You will feel your life gaining a speed that shocks even you. Opportunities will appear in quick succession. Doors will open without delay. Resources will flow consistently. Relationships will align naturally. Ideas will come rapidly. You will wake up with energy you cannot explain. Because when God shifts your season, acceleration comes your new reality. What took years before will take months now. What took months will take weeks. What took weeks will take days. God is collapsing timelines in your favor because the blessing is time sensitive. The rise must happen now, not later. The world needs what you carry, and God will not allow anything to slow your ascension. And let me tell you something powerful. The fortune God is giving you is not only for you, it is for generations after you. God is breaking generational barriers and planting generational abundance. The struggles that ran through your family will stop with you. The financial pressures, the emotional burdens, the spiritual battles, the cycles of limitation, they end here. Because when God blesses someone, the blessing does not stop at their hands. It flows through them like a river that nourishes everything it touches. God is about to make you the starting point of a new lineage, one defined by stability, strength, wisdom, and divine protection. You will be the one future generations look back to and say, this is where everything changed. And do not be surprised when God gives you ideas that feel too big for your current reality. Visions that stretch you, dreams that scare you, plans that seem beyond your experience. That is because God is pulling you into a future that does not look like your past. God is showing you glimpses of the life He has prepared. And those glimpses are meant to push you out of small thinking, limited expectations, and restricted imagination. The ideas are not random. They are divine invitations. God plants visions in your spirit before He places the blessings in your hands. And if you feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of what God is showing you, that is the evidence that it came from God, not from you. When people see the fortune God releases over your life, they will assume it came suddenly. They will assume, me, it appeared overnight. They will think you just got lucky or found an opportunity or met the right person. But they will never understand the spiritual journey behind the elevation. They will not understand the nights you stayed awake pleading for strength. They will not understand the battles you fought silently. They will not understand the sacrifices you made in secret. They will not understand the pain you pressed through. God hid your struggle, because He is about to reveal your glory. The blessing will be public, but the price you paid was private. And that is why the blessing will carry weight when it manifests. And hear this clearly, God is not increasing you so you can prove anything to anyone. You do not need to convince people of your worth. You do not need to justify your rise. You do not need to explain your blessing. God's approval is enough. God's timing is enough. God's decision is enough. When God lifts someone, explanation becomes unnecessary. Those who understand will celebrate. Those who don't understand will be silenced by the evidence of God's power. Your elevation will speak louder than any argument, any defense, any explanation. Your life will become the message. The new chapter you are entering will require courage. Courage to walk away from old patterns. Courage to embrace new responsibilities. Courage to trust God even when the path feels unfamiliar. But this is the courage that is born not from pride but from faith. Faith that God has already gone ahead of you. Faith that God has already secured what you need. Faith that God has already prepared the people, the opportunities, and the resources. Faith that God is leading your every step. And once you walk with that kind of courage, fear loses its power. Doubt loses its voice. The unknown loses its threat. Because you realize that the future is not something to fear. It is something God has already designed. And now you must prepare. Not out of anxiety, but out of expectancy. Prepare your mind for increase. Prepare your heart for abundance. Prepare your spirit for responsibility. Prepare your emotions for elevation. God is not giving you something fragile. He is giving you something firm, something sustainable, something holy, something meaningful, something that will outlive you. You will not rise and fall. You will rise and continue rising because the foundation is God Himself. Your story is about to carry weight. Your name is about to carry authority. Your presence is about to carry influence. And none of this is accidental. It is divine orchestration. God is not giving you a blessing. God is revealing a destiny. God is not lifting you slightly. God is thrusting you into a level that will transform everything connected to you. And when it happens, you will know with absolute certainty that this was never your doing. This was God's design from the beginning. The world is about to witness a version of you that only God could create. The fortune is coming, the elevation is coming, the transformation is coming, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what God has decided for you. And now, as we come to the end of this message, hear this final truth with the full weight of your spirit. God is not a distant observer in your story. He is the author who writes with intention, precision, and purpose. Nothing you have faced, nothing you have lost, and nothing you are praying for has escaped His sight. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not standing in life by accident. You are being shaped, positioned, and elevated by a God who never acts without meaning. When God prepares to deliver a breakthrough, He often begins with a whisper, an instruction, a sign, a prompting, a spiritual nudge. And when you feel that stirring, understand this: God is aligning people, doors, opportunities, and divine connections to reach you at the exact moment you need them. Someone will call you. Someone will send a message. Someone will be moved to speak a word into your life, not because they planned it, but because God touched their heart to do it. He uses human voices to deliver heavenly direction. So lift your head, strengthen your faith, walk with the confidence of someone who knows that God Himself is orchestrating every step of your journey. Even in silence, He is speaking. Even in stillness, He is moving. Even in uncertainty, He is guiding you toward clarity. Let this settle deep within you. God does not tease his servants. When he signals movement, transformation always follows. When he stirs your spirit, change is already in motion. When he gives you a sign, the blessing is already on its way. When he inspires someone to reach out to you, it is because a divine revelation is waiting for you on the other side of that conversation. As you leave this message, step forward with conviction. Expect direction, expect clarity, expect the voice of God to find you, whether through a call, a word, a moment of stillness, or an unexpected messenger. Because when God decides to speak, nothing in heaven or on earth can stop his message from reaching the one he has chosen. May your heart stay open. May your spirit stay receptive. May your steps stay aligned with the one who guides all things. God is preparing to speak to you. Be ready to receive what he has been waiting to reveal.